Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to United View. Welcome to the preview for the semi-final here at Wembley. The arch, the big arch that's going to be lit red once we've beaten Coventry. FA Cup semi-final. Big game. Sunday afternoon. Manchester United taking on Championship Coventry. And let's not get this twisted. All the pressure is on us. Yeah? If you look at football just in general, Man United are supposed to come here, deal with Coventry, come out unscathed. It shouldn't be really hard. It should be light work. It should be a professional performance, and we should be sitting in the final with either Chelsea or Man City. It's been a crazy season though, and we are so unpredictable with our performances. Well, actually, we were so unpredictable at one point, but now we're actually predictable, which is scary. And now it's time for no excuses. Like, shut up, get it all out of the way. Now is the time where we have to come here and make it work. I don't care how, I don't care what it looks like, get it done. Are we going to start all of a sudden playing amazing football and have great patterns of play and, you know, all of a sudden we're fixed and we're healed? No, probably not. And if we do that against, you know, Coventry in the Championship, then we don't really get plaudits for that. So it's not a nothing game, obviously, because it's at Wembley and it's to get through to the semi-final, but it should be a game that Man United come through very easily. It should be a game that everybody expects Manchester United to get through. Manchester United must get through, because losing here at Wembley against Coventry is just literally unthinkable. Early team news, so at the time of recording, we know that Harry Maguire's back, so you're thinking about it's probably going to be Harry Maguire and Willy Camboila at centre-half. And for Willy Camboila, I mean, yes, he had a tough time against Bournemouth. We know that he had a tough time against Bournemouth, but the game before, obviously played fantastically well against Liverpool. But what an experience for him to come and play at Wembley, you know, for Man United in his first sort of senior season, where he's been called upon because there's injuries. This is massive for him. And you know what? I don't want to jinx him, but, you know, it's against Championship opposition. Man United should have most of the ball with Coventry looking to sit in and counter and stuff. So it should be a decent game for him to, you know, big pitch at Wembley, for him to get comfortable. And you know what? Depending on who comes back by then, Varane will be back by the time the final comes, to be fair. But yeah, it's just a good experience for him to have if he's selected, which I can't see how he won't be. I don't think Varane's going to be back. So big for Willy Camboila. The back four, again, with all our injuries, it picks itself with the right back situation and the left back situation. The only thing is, does Eric Ten Hag? Oh, I thought we was getting told to move on there. It's just the tannoys at Wembley. Atmosphere's building already. I'll tell you what, the game's now. Josh, the game's now. The game is now. This is what it is. I think we've come too early. I mean, no, we thought we came 2 days early. We may as well just stay here now, mate. What are you saying, Josh?
Yeah, well,
game's coming. But where was I? Yeah, the back four picks itself. Wan-Bissaka and Dalot. It's just whether who plays on the left or right. But again, I'm trying to do this preview without being like any form of jinxing / condescending. But I'm going to be honest. Against Coventry in the semi-final of the FA Cup at Wembley, it shouldn't matter which way they play round, because they've got to get it done. There's no excuses. So those two, whichever way round you want to have that midfield. Now, look, Eric Ten Hag. Man was like, tickets, please. Mr. Phelan asking for the tickets. Tickets, please, or you're not coming in. Name's not down, you're not coming in. But yes, Eric Ten Hag, I can't see making too many changes. Let's be honest. Is he going to make mad changes in midfield and do something he hasn't done all season, or do something out of the blue? Maybe like start Mason Mount. That's getting louder. No, they actually are taking a piss out of us. But we got good mics, so I know you guys can still hear. When they do it, they're just doing all their checks before for all the crowd control. So as we're talking, it's like someone's pressing a button on purpose to just like destroy our whole preview. But don't worry about it. But will Eric Ten Hag do something different? I can't see it. I think he's still going to go Casemiro, Kobe, Bruno. Again, I want to see Mason Mount in this midfield. I know he's been working up some fitness, but again, I'd start him against a team like Coventry. Like, I just would start him. He keeps the ball well. He's mobile, can get about the pitch, and we are playing the team in the Championship. Now, I know that shouldn't mean you should just throw your game plan out the window and think you can take the piss, but Mason Mount's a fantastic player. He hasn't shown it yet at Man United because obviously he hasn't had the chance to with injuries and stuff. But in this sort of game, Casemiro's not been pulling up trees. I would do it. I would put Mason Mount in. Just bring him in. But Eric Ten Hag won't do that. It will be Casemiro, Bruno and Kobe, which picks itself. And up front, interesting because, you know, you're expecting it to be Garnacho, Rashford and Højlund. Anthony knocking on the door. Obviously, he was omitted from the team in the last game we played against Bournemouth, but he'll be fit by the time we play here. But again, he's not going to start him, is he? Really? He's not going to start him. He's not going to say, you know what, Anthony coming out of the cold after a bit of an injury and start at Wembley. It's just not going to happen. So I think in terms of the team and picking the team, it's pretty self-explanatory. Unless someone picks up a knock between, you know, the time we're recording and then in the last couple of training sessions that are left, which would be what, Friday and Saturday will be more of a chilled one, then the team is going to be the team. I don't think there's going to be any serious surprises. So then it's down to how they perform, and then it's down to how we manage the game, because what cannot happen, it is unthinkable. And when I say unthinkable, I mean unthinkable to come out of here not in the final of the FA Cup. And listen, Coventry play some good football. They've got some dangerous players, but beating Man United cannot happen. And if it does, like I said on the preview shows, and sorry, not the preview shows, on the shows we've been doing on the channel, they may as well not get back on the bus. Like they're done out here. Eric will be done as well. That will be, if there was any sort of, well, there is, where, you know, it's open to interpretation. Which way is it going to go? Will Eric stay? Will they trust in him, etc., etc. If he loses, yeah, to Coventry, Ineos will just write the check. Then they'll sort out the compensation. I'm absolutely sure of it, because that is a new low. Man United losing at Wembley to Coventry in the semi-final, and again, that is no disrespect to Coventry. I even asked Coventry fans, like, they're coming out here. You know, a lot of these players is going to be their biggest day of their lives playing in this type of game. You know what I mean? Ellis Sims up front. Do you know what I mean? Coming out from Everton, young kid, trying to get games last year. You know, gone on loan. I don't know if he's gone there permanent or on loan, but you know, these guys don't play at this level. However, they're going to be very hungry and they have nothing to lose, and that makes them very, very dangerous. So Man United need to be on job. They need to be professional. They can't be swanning around thinking, oh, it's just Coventry, we'll just knock the ball about. You know, let Coventry get a foothold in the game, not foothold in the game, but get comfortable and get confident, where they've managed to buy some time throughout the game and it's still 0-0 and they're still like they're in the game. No, Man United needs to start on the front foot, get chances early, and not play as stupidly as we've been playing before. Make sure that we do everything that needs to be done. The game needs to be managed correctly, and if we do score early, again, heads on. Don't just think it's Coventry, they ain't going to come back, they ain't going to do this. No, none of that. And also, you know, like I said, the pressure's all on us. So the longer this game goes, at 0-0 with Coventry hanging on in there, the harder it is for us. Don't get it twisted. The Coventry are going to come here and say, right, I tell you what, let's just, you know, set up not to concede early, not to do anything silly. Let's stay in the game for as long as possible and try and seize our moments. We're going to sit back and hit Man United on a counter. But we need to be aware that is going to be the game plan. And what a Man United like against low blocks, like we really, really struggle. We really struggle. And if they find a way on this big Wembley pitch to make it difficult for Man United, then, you know, we also can come unstuck. We can come unstuck, and that just cannot happen. So there can be no mishaps. I don't care about any mitigating circumstances, unless the players come under some spell of judge or something, and every time they got the ball, they turn around and kicked it in their own goal, which is just never going to happen. I don't want to hear about, oh, the ref didn't give this thing, or oh, but we missed chances, or oh, but that was so lucky it hit off someone's leg and went in. And then no, or we were 2-0 up, then a man got sent off and then we didn't do it, or oh, it was only 1-0 and then something happened at the end. I don't want to hear any of that. There's no mitigating circumstances to let Man United off the hook if we do not win here against Coventry. None. And like I said before, I will be absolutely done with it all if they don't get the job. So get the job done. And that's not being like condescending to Coventry. That's not being overconfident. I'm not saying they're crap, we're just going to smash them because they're in the Championship. No, it's going to be difficult. But I'm saying as long as we play to the right standard, Coventry don't beat Man United. on any day of the week here, especially here at Wembley as well. So I don't want to hear any excuses. Get the job done, and yeah, we better get to the final. And then obviously you're looking at City and Chelsea. Shouldn't really look forward, but we're gonna do that because the same way when we beat Liverpool, we said we wanted Coventry. I'm gonna look forward a little bit because it's like, obviously we've got more chance of beating Chelsea here than we do Man City. But that Chelsea game, look how we played against them at the Bridge. It's probably it's a proper mid-off, isn't it? It's two shit teams essentially going at it, which will be a proper 50-50 game here, which would also be nail-biting. So yeah, we would probably still aim for Chelsea though, but I don't know, I can't see City not getting it done, so we'll have to wait and see. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know your starting 11 and your predictions. Peace.